What's up, everybody? Gonna do a watch list video for you guys. Sorry guys, I'm just updating my screen here, so I'm just gonna move it over. So I already kind of did the watch list for tomorrow, Tuesday. Today is Labor Day, Monday. So I'm actually just looking at, I have my new screen set up here, so I'm moving my, looking at myself online on the other screen. So, cool. It looks like my technology is working right off the bat for once, so this is a good thing. And, so I'm practicing this new stream where I have my camera down lower, which is a bit more vulnerable because now if I go a little too slow, then you could see a man got here. So when I'm standing, I can flatten everything. So now I got to get used to looking at myself, sitting down, and then see how I feel. So this is a good test of my self-esteem to see if I can sit here with my man gut. I might have to change my camera angle. All right, so I already did this the other day, the watch list for Monday. Can you guys hear me okay? I have my fan going next to me, so you probably hear some white noise because it is a little bit warm today, which is good. So I just want to make sure that the white noise is fine for you guys. So if you guys are listening, give me a heads up if this is okay for you guys on sound. Just post a comment. So if we take a look over here at the SPY, you'll see... Oh my gosh, is it a stock market crash? Everybody wonders, right? So you guys will see over here, price came back and you'll see it retested right over here, right back here in February was all-time highs right around that 339. So when price goes up, when it drops hard like this, that doesn't mean, again, you'll see everybody wondering what's going on. Thanks, Nate. Appreciate it, bud. So it sounds like everybody can hear me good. So you'll see price went up, it got super overextended, and then it pulled back pretty hard the past couple days last week. That doesn't mean it's a stock market crash. It's, again, guys, profit taking, right? This thing's been flying, super overextended, pulls right back down. And what does it do? It bounces right off of and closes just above previous all-time highs. So support and resistance is very important. So when price breaks resistance, it'll take off, and then many times it comes back down and retest support. So this is, kind of a nicer pullback, but also, again, it was... Oh, here's my... I didn't even realize this, guys. My microphone, my microphone was away from my face. So you probably maybe didn't hear me as good. So you'll see when it gets overextended, again, many times it'll pull back, and if it's very far away from support, it may come down a lot harder, a lot further away. So it looks worse a lot of times than it really is. But again, you'll hear the past few months, if you're paying attention, Trump was saying we're going to have a V-shaped recovery. If you look at this, guys, it's been a V-shaped recovery. So we'll see what happens moving forward. But what happened the past couple days was very natural. When price gets very overextended like that, it wants to pull back down. So now we'll have to see if it holds these support levels. So we'll watch and see, but just because you have these pullbacks doesn't mean it's something bad. Obviously, people want to take profits, and you'll see kind of this angular support level right up over here. So you can see the horizontal support level that it retested, but it's also coming back, and you can see kind of retesting angular support. So that's why knowing support, resistance, and patterns is very important. So with that being said, my watch list, the ones that I have on my list for tomorrow, they're not that great because, when you start to see this happening, again, stocks run with the market. So when you see this kind of crazy indecision or a pullback like that, it's tougher to do a watch list. So I don't think I'm very thrilled with the ones that I have on my watch list, but I'll just, we'll set the alerts anyways for you here and just kind of show you what I'm looking at. So you'll see CNDT for starting off on the smaller cap watch list. You'll see this one kind of gapped up. It's kind of pulled back down. So you have kind of this, I don't know if you want to call it a falling wedge. I don't know what you want to call it. Kind of a falling wedge. So kind of a flag, falling wedge, price is coming up, pulling back. See if it can break out of that kind of falling wedge, and you can see some resistance right around that $4 level. So we'll see if it can break out and get above that $4 level. And then you could also look at 450 resistance too. So 4 to 450 would be decent resistance levels. So I'm going to put a alert right over here. Let me make sure all my alerts. Cool. All right. So this one, and if you look right over here, right at that 200 SMA, right? So you can see we want price to get above here. If it continues up, then you have resistance between 4 to 450. Are we shorting? What's up, Jake? Are we shorting Rona yet? I think Rona has already been shorted. That was a few months I don't want to buy. Gotta love it. All right, so watch if price can get above 200 SMA on 1 hour with resistance around 4 and 450. All right, so this is looking at myself here on the camera again. This is going to be good motivation to, I got to start working out and doing something again, because I do not like seeing my man gut down like this. So this is going to be good motivation to start doing some planking or some working out. So it's probably better that I just stay sitting down like this. So when I look at myself and I'll say, okay, if my gut is showing, that means I got to work out. If it's not, then I'm doing pretty good. So this is good motivation. Please don't body shame me. What's up, Grandmaster? We chilling. That's what's going on. That's it. All right. So that's CNDT. We have GCI. So this one, again, I don't really like any of these, to be honest with you. You can see some resistance right up around that $2 and that $1.96 to $2 range. You can see, moving average lines are trading sideways. So you want to see some separation. Kind of a pennant patternish on the 1 hour. So we'll see if this can go and break out and get above that $2 range. So we'll put an alert. Watch if price continues up and with resistance around $2. GCI. TH says, I'm with you, bro. Gotta start flexing. See, I mean, I would look better if I just sit up in my seat, right? But I don't, this is not how when I'm trading, I'm not sitting up like this. I'm not professional like I'm in class, and I'm not trying to, I kind of slouch and I just kind of relax. And then what does it do? I wonder if they have like a thing right here you could like put like a tabletop or something like that. But then so it can like a gut hider. A gut hider top. I'll have to do that. I'll have to probably make something. Oh, by the way, guys, if you weren't on my the merchandise stream, we do have some new props. So for those of you, we want the market to go up. So as you can see here, we have, it'll go back up on my sword. And my sword, that her name is QE. So if you see here, I could slice my neck, but she's not sharp, so don't get worried. So we have QE. She's a new prop. I forgot my baseball bat. I wonder where my... give me a second. Let me go get her. Or get them. So we have my QE sword. So she will prop the market back up again. Or the threat of using her, if I use the threat of pulling out QE, then the market should go back up. Hold on one. And then we have bullish and bearish over here. And you know me on that obnoxious perma bull, because QE always makes her go back up. So we can use this is my my new prop, one of my new props. So we got bullish over here, and so that's some of my new props. So all right, so that's GCI. Desert Edge, you have a question, or did you just want to post a question mark? All right, so this one right here, NMTR, might be holding some support here around that 56 cents. You can see some resistance around that 68-cent level right up here. So we'll see if this one, for those of you guys that like sub $1 stocks, we can put an alert right here. And watch if price can hold support and move up with resistance around 68 cents or 68 to 70. All right, MNK. I don't really, I don't know if I want to put, well, that one does have kind of an inverse head and shoulder, so you can see a left shoulder, head, right shoulder. There is a daily gap right around that 170 up to 223. So this one, we can watch and see. Inverse head and shoulders on daily. Watch if price can move up to daily gap around 180-ish. And NAC, do I want to do NAC or might get rid of NAC. Might put on PEIX. So you can see kind of a triangle-ish. Want price to, you can see some resistance right around that 440-ish level, and then 466. So it's kind of holding a hammer above the 9 EMA. So we'll see. And then you can see around $5. So let's see, 460s. So we can see a hammer on daily. Watch if price can break out of triangle with resistance between 460s to 5-ish. So that's for PEIX. So let's look at some of the larger caps. Tim, who the fuck is this guy and why is he on my YouTube? That's a good question. Very good question. Who the fuck am I? All right, GLD. So we see kind of another inverse head and shoulders here. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. See if price can kind of hold that support level. You can see some resistance right up around that 187-ish and 185 to 187. So if we put watch, or let me see, inverse head and shoulders on 1 hour, watch if price can move up with resistance between 185 to 187. That's for GLD. UPS. It's got some resistance right around that 162. What is that? 162.50-ish. And then some resistance right up here at 165 and 167. You do kind of have kind of an inverse head, or a head and shoulders. Tim, what do you want to see on GLD, bud? 162. Watch if price can get above 162 with resistance between 165 to 167-ish. That's for UPS. So, Tim, what I'm looking at, these ones on here are all, remember, these are a watch list, so I'm showing these as potential bullish. If, right here, with UPS, if price can go up, you can see kind of, or GLD, inverse head and shoulders, but price needs to kind of get above these areas, this, you know, this 183 level. So when I see it hold support, if it can continue up, watch if it can kind of do a morning star reversal, get above that 183 level and move up. Again, we don't know what's going to happen until the market opens and see what happens over the next couple days. So that's where I was saying kind of at the beginning of this video, I don't really love much of any of these on the watch list. It's just, the market's just very questionable right now. So we have to see what happens tomorrow in moving forward. So at this point, these ones, so both of these, you know, UPS and GLD, I'm looking for possible bullish moves up if they can cross above these resistance levels, but that's what I'm watching to see right here. Oh, GLD, you missed the price. I just put at or above 181.64 and then see if it can get above really that 183.24 level. And you can see basically it's that 180, that turquoise level, which is the 100 SMA. So if it can move up and clear that 100 SMA, then it might have some room. Cool, you're welcome, Tim. Apple. Now again, this is another just crazy looking one, but we'll see if it can give a reversal. It is kind of a flag on the hourly. Watch and see up to that 125 level. So possible flag on the hourly. So possible flag on 1 hour. Watch if price can move up with resistance between 123 to 125-ish. All right, so that's for Apple. KSS, which is Kohl's. I'm going to watch and see if it can fill that daily gap around 22.59. Watch if price can move up and fill daily gap around 2259-ish. And it's kind of got a falling channel. If price can break above that $14 level, look for resistance between 1426 to 1460 level. $14.26 to 14. Watch if price can break out a falling wedge with resistance between 1426 to 1467-ish. Again, I don't really love any of these guys. They're kind of we got to watch and see what happens in the market tomorrow. Jake says Apple's looking fairly decent, trying to fire out of a squeeze and above POC liquidity zone. Wash hands, Foxy says. I've always washed my hands, even before Corona. All right, so that's what I got. Nothing really great looking, so I'm gonna make some snippets over here. So if you guys have any questions, not PowerPoint, I don't want PowerPoint. I'm just gonna kind of just take some snippets here. I'm done with making the watch list, so if you guys have any questions or comments, concerns, let me know. So I'm just going to start posting some of this on the website. What's the date today? Tomorrow? 9/8/20. Got to stretch the shirts out. Like as I was telling you on the screen, guys, I love the t-shirts. I just got to stretch them out a little bit when I get them, the new ones. Supposed to be, it's a hand clap. What does that mean? Foxy, I'm not good with the lingo here. Wash hands, it's a hand clap. Thank you. You appreciate the videos. Why do they keep banning you on WSB? I don't know what you mean. So this is what we post, guys. If you're new to following us, this is what we post each night. We post the watch list and alerts on our website at bullishbears.com, which I will show you in a moment. So we make the watch list. I haven't done some videos in a while, but I'm going to start doing them again. So I haven't done the watch list videos and those things. So for those of you guys that like following them, I will be doing more of them. But yeah, if we go over to... Let's see. Where we go? Right here. bullishbears.com. Go to our website. We post our watch list in alerts. So we post both of our watch lists that I just did here. I'm going to update the pages. Those will go on in a little bit. And then when you're logged in over here, we post our alerts right over here for the watch list. So if you're for members, we post our alert setups over here each day. Ziggy, I'm still trying to figure out what you mean. Tim Dog says, kind of digging your YouTube. Had the same watch list going into this week. Awesome, man. Love it. Thank you, dude. I hear you, Ricky. Chemo. Sup, Mr. Furu. I actually just ordered some hats today, so I'm going to do... I'm going to get some of the hats made. Sorry, had to step away and talk about Cobra Kai. Just finished it. Wait, is that Dan? Dan, is that you? I just started binge watch. I just started last night, Cobra Kai. Oh, heck yeah. That's really good. I watched 4 episodes of it last night. It's pretty sick. I love it. So if you're an 80s fan or you grew up in the 80s, Cobra Kai is a cool show. It's got Johnny and Ralph Macchio. Those guys are both the same. It's unbelievable. Yeah, Chemo. So I got where is this? Let me move this over. Let's see. I got the hats and the t-shirts. I'm not selling the Furu runs because I don't want to get in trouble by another company brand that's out there. But I will be wearing them. Ziggy, I'm trying to figure out what is WSB? I don't know if I'm having a brain fart here. What is WSB? Are you talking a stock? Oh, what's up, Blind Trader? Kimo says you want one. Oh, Wall Street Bets. Oh, okay. Oh, I have no clue. Yeah, we don't do much with Wall Street Bet. We don't do anything with Wall Street Bets. So yeah, I'm not sure about that. Also, guys, if you know or didn't know, we did launch our merchandise store on Friday right up here. So if you head to bullishbears.com, you can get your merch right here. I got my It'll Go Back Up hat. So we have our store over here, and you'll see all our hoodies and hats and t-shirts and tanks all over here. So you can see men's store. We have the ladies store over here. Scroll down over here. We've got mugs and all that good stuff down over in here with all of our awesome sayings. And then we have, so right here, guys, there's all 3 stores. You'll see a promo code. So use AZAZ at checkout and you can save 20% off your order no matter how much it is. And then our hats and embroidered items right here. This one right here has a code of Labor Day 15. The code's updated every day here. If you spend $99 or more, you'll save 15% over here. So just check out the promo code up here. But yeah, if you just head over to bullishbears.com and just click on store, you can get your gear and your merch and be super cool like me. So getting lots of positive feedback on the merch. People love it. You'll be getting the short Rona. Love it. Foxy, are you giving me the googly eyes? Are you giving me the smiles? Are you flirting with me? I can't tell. I'm seeing heart icons. Or is that for the merchandise you like? I don't know if you were giving me the heart eyes or the merchandise. The heart eyes. What's the date tomorrow? 9/8. Ah, so you love the store. Ah, I thought you were giving me the hard eyes. Thank you. I love, yes, people love the store. Stock, what is tomorrow? Penny stocks list 9/8/20. In my videos. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Oops, where was... Oh, there it is. How was everybody's Labor Day weekend? What did you guys do? Anything fun? Chemo says, and you. I mean, we'll see, guys. This is my test. They say now, the ladies say they like the dad bods over the muscle bodies. So I am not a dad, but I definitely have a dad bod. So if I sit back and I slouch and I still get compliments, then I'm good. If not, then I might have to get a little bit slimmer on the dad bod. Hard Rock Casino was tons of fun. Oh, you went to the Hard Rock Casino in Tampa? Nice. I went to a family cookout yesterday, and that is always fun. I might end up in Florida. All my family's moving down to Florida, so I might end up in Florida. Maybe I'll be doing fun videos in a year or so, living down in Florida, walking through nature preserves and stuff. Going kayaking with the dolphins. Chemo says, heading out, boss. We'll watch your video later. Have a good one. Later, dude. Florida is good. Where do you live? Like, what state or what city? If a dad bod is in, I should be a model. Well... It all depends on how big the dad bod is. I feel like I have a premier one. It's not too big. It's just a little bit. So I got maybe 10 pounds. Just a little bit here. Great place to live. Yeah, St. Petersburg, Tampa area. Nice. That's West Coast, right? Sorry, guys, if you're watching on the other end, I'm just updating the website, so I'm just staying on if you're wanting to chat. West on the Gulf. Yeah, I'd be kind of go... I'm probably going to go that area. I have family on the West Coast. So I'm actually thinking of maybe in a year or so, maybe I'll keep my apartment in Connecticut and then get an apartment in, like, West Coast area of Florida and just kind of commute back and forth whenever. That's my thought and my plan, but who knows what will happen and if that'll change. Why is that? You have dolphins and manatees. Oh, sweet. I have a family that owns a kayaking company in Sarasota, right on Siesta Key. They have a couple locations there. It's so awesome there. Tommy, when did you send that email about Trendspider? Was that this weekend? Let me make sure you have the right email too. Just confirm if you sent it to bbteam at Bullish Bears. Did you send it to Dan? Forward it to that email. Angel will check it out tomorrow. So if it was maybe due to Labor Day weekend, but we do our best to always get back to emails. So send it to join. Are you saying to join our community or to join Trendspider? So we have if it's Trendspider, that would be with Trendspider directly. If you're talking to our community, what question did you have with our? I'm trying to see if you have questions with our community or Trendspider. Our community. What questions did you have for our community, bud? Tom, are you still there? Are you wondering like price? So you've been struggling trading the past few weeks. So you've been looking around to get better. Cool. Did you have questions for us, or like what questions did you have for us? I'll see if I can answer them for you. What's up, Mike? Mike says the game, or Tim says the game isn't for everyone. That is for sure. Trading is definitely very difficult. Just get shares and you'll be good. Well, at this point, if the market keeps going up, but you definitely have to know support and resistance and how to trade. Very important. You got trapped in AMD at 83. You don't know if you should sell for a loss. Well, I will pull up the chart for you on AMD. We definitely can't say what to do or not do, because then we can get in trouble for that. But I'll pull up a chart for you right in a second, and then I'll look at AMD and kind of see what that looks like. All right, let me just make sure the watch list is all set. I think it's all set on our site now. Give me 1 second, Tommy. I'll pull up the AMD. So just to show you guys what I just did was I just posted our watch list that I just did right over here. So you'll see that's what I just did over here. That's the penny stocks one. And this is for swing trade right over here. So everything is updated. What up, Andy? All right, so let's take a look at AMD. Before I take a look at AMD, would you like me? Here's what I'll do for you, Tommy. I will whip out QE, and QE is great luck. So we'll have her touch the screen and say AMD QE, make AMD go back up. All right, let's see. AMD. All right, so, man, AMD looks almost just like Apple. You got caught in at 83, you said? I think you said 83. So, there's hope. So, number one, you can see some support right here, the 876 level right here. So, you want to see if it's going to hold support. Ideally, you want to see it hold this area here at 76. What is potentially, it's very close here, possible flag or pennant right here, kind of squeezing, and you have some resistance right around that 83. Right around 83. Kind of an inverse head and shoulders ish, but this is again a little bit funky. And then you have possible reversal pattern. Now here's the thing is, again, AMD tends, a lot of these ones tend to run with the market overall. You have kind of trying to find a channel potentially here. Let's see here. So I see why you're confused. It's this kind of long-legged doji candle here. Again, are you looking to go? Are you doing options or did you buy stock? Like, did you buy shares or options, Tommy? What's up, Andy? Me personally, Daniel, yeah, I still use TOS myself. I do options. They're frustrating as you know what lately, but for when I'm kind of doing some spreads, overall they're fine. I'm one of those like creatures of habit. Like, TD has pissed me off, but then I'm also a guy that like I just love my charts and the way they're set up, and then like going to other ones and just like spending all the time to just get the chart. I'm terrible at that stuff. I hate resetting up everything. So for my trading style, even though TD's kind of ticked me off lately, I'm still with them. I don't know how much longer. Yeah, okay, you bought 200 shares. AMD is going up. Yeah, I mean, it's, again, so I can't predict, right? So I have no clue what the market's going to do. But a lot of things to so just some things to think about, right? So AMD runs with the market kind of overall, with the tech stocks. The market is still kind of moving up. You got to be aware of these kind of resistance levels. If price can get above and continue up, it still might have some room to run. And also remember, guys, there's a lot of things going on. Back when coronavirus hit, if you guys remember, I want to see if I can find this article. This is a very, very important article, and I want to find it. If not, I put it on our I put it on our fan page somewhere, but this is a very important article. Trump gets, I got to try and find it. Trump gets control of the Fed through Treasury. I think that's what it was. I want to find that article. Yahoo. Aha, I think this was it. Let me find. This is very important. I want to see if I can find. Aha! This is very, 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 very important. This article right here, I'll post it in the comments for you guys. This is incredible. Let me see all your comments here. Hold on. This is a very, very important article. Let's see here. Trade Station, Daniel. Yep, Dan's been doing Trade Station as well. All the Bullish. Can trailing stop loss? Yes, you can do trailing stop losses. I personally don't use them. Does my shirt say short Corona? Yes. So we actually just did a store over here, and you can see right over here. Here's our short Rona. Right here. So I just changed the color up here to gray. We just launched our merchandise store on our website at Bullish Bear. So yes, short Rona if you want to get one. But anyways, guys, this is very, very, very important. So if you look at this Yahoo Finance article, this came out, was it back in March? Where was that? Right here, March 27, 2020. Let's go to the chart of SPY. March 27th, 2020. So right here, guys, right? So that Yahoo Finance article, if you look at it right over here, what does it say? I don't know anything about this behind the scenes, but everything seemed to change when this article came out. So remember, stock market's completely tanking from February to the end of March with coronavirus, right? Everything's all tanking. It's just obviously pandemonium in the stock market. Then there was something to do with those stimulus packages. And then this article came out. And in this article, however this works, it says this scheme essentially merges the Fed and Treasury into one organization. So meet your new Fed chairman, Donald Trump. What does that all mean? I don't know. However, if Trump is essentially controlling, if you guys remember, I was posting all those videos for you guys that Trump was complaining about the Fed going all the way back into December. Really complaining about the Fed. Coronavirus happens. Stock market completely tanks. This article comes out about Fed and Treasury in a one organization, and Trump is your new Fed or Fed chairman. So why am I saying all this? Look at the stock market since that article came out. Right here. What has it done? It's done nothing but go back up. You can say, why is it going back up? It doesn't make any sense. What did I show you guys? Right here. QE. The QE sword. What is QE? Quantitative easing. Quantitative easing is basically printing money and buying the markets back up. So in essence, I don't know if this is what happened, but it doesn't, it's not, doesn't take common sense to, or it only takes common sense to actually figure it out, is that if the Fed was going to do anything to keep the stock market up, and I think they basically said they were going to do that after Corona, and Trump is in control of the Fed, what does that mean? I don't think they've actually used quantitative easing the past few months, so the potential threat of using quantitative easing has actually, I think, got people to actually buy the stock market back up. I don't know if that's exactly what happened, but I don't think they've used QE. So if the threat of QE, if they knew Trump was going to use QE, if needed to prop the markets back up, people just naturally bought the market back up again. Stock market at all-time highs. So what has that got to do with AMD? Well, if he's still in control of the Fed through the Treasury and you have an election in 2 months, my common sense, I still got to look at the charts, would say you would think if he wants to get reelected, he's going to try to keep the markets up until at least the election, and then who knows after that. That's just the way my brain thinks. I don't know if that's going to be the case. So if that's the case and you look out to a couple months, look out to, or is November, probably way out here a little bit. You know what I mean? It's, we'll watch and see what happens, but when you have QE and you control it and you have an election and he's potentially in control of it to the election and AMD runs with the markets, I'm not saying to hold, I'm not saying to sell, I'm saying there is some potential good news with holding AMD. I know that's a rant and a ramble, but put this stuff together, guys. This is very important. I know, does this make sense to you guys? What are some critical moving average lines? I like the 9 and the 20 EMA, and then the 50, 100, and 200 SMA. You're a bit confused. You don't know if day trading really works. Well, every trading style can potentially work, but it's just a matter of whether it works for you. Day trading works. It's just a matter of whether that's your style. Do you have the nerves to get in and out of stocks within seconds, maybe up to a minute or two, depending on what stocks you're trading. You're welcome, Tommy. Did you say an inverse Head and Shoulders? On S&P futures /ES. Inverse Head and Shoulder. Are you looking right over here, or on AMD on futures? What chart? Yeah. So guys, I mean, we can't tell you whether to buy or sell, but again, this is a very, very, very something's very important right here. This scheme essentially merges the Fed and Treasury into one organization. So meet your new Fed chairman, Donald Trump. So if Trump is controlling the Fed as the chairman indirectly, and the stock market has done nothing but go up since then, common sense would tell me he would, if he's done it for these past 6 months, could he do it for at least another 2 months more? And Trump, right? He's going to want to have the talking point, I'm sure, of going into a re-election saying the stock market's at all-time highs, you would think, right? So, I mean, we'll have to watch and see, but that's still 2 months. Could price still keep falling for a bit? So could the stock market keep falling, whatever? Could it fall down here or whatever, give it another big drop kind of a little bit, and then buy it back up again, Sure. So we got to watch and see. Doesn't mean it won't fall more. I'm just thinking, unless something we don't know happens, it's, last time this kind of happened was back over right here. You had those kind of drops right over in here back in, as the market was flying up. You had that kind of big drop down over in here between, May and June area. So, but again, price is super overextended. It has to pull back. Profit taking. Yeah, probably will be in November. Yeah, guys, I'm not saying every, to be honest with you, I don't believe any news article. However, I just do find it, true or not true, it is kind of ironic how since this article came out, everything has gone up, right? And you don't hear Trump bitching and moaning about the Federal Reserve anymore, right? I don't think I've seen him. So he was complaining about the Federal Reserve when the stock market was at all-time highs and everything was great. and you don't hear a peep, I don't think, about him talking about the Fed, and then the stock market has gone and broke all-time highs with basically the country still not fully open. So you got to ask yourself, that makes no sense, right? It makes zero sense for a stock market to fly and go up in the middle of a virus with the country completely shut down. Ask yourself, common sense, how does that happen? Again, quantitative easing, you could ask how after the financial crisis, after 2008, how did the stock market go on an unbelievable run for 8 years? Quantitative easing. Obama used 3 rounds of, or the Fed used 3 rounds of quantitative easing under him, QE. That's why I'm saying I use, and I make those hat, right? So I put this for you guys right up here. I say, I love QE, I heart QE. If you don't know what QE is, got to research it. Now, do I love QE or do I not love QE? Am I being sarcastic when I use that, or do I really love it? There's times I really love QE and times I don't. At the end of the day, whether you love or hate it, the system's broken. It's never been fixed, and quantitative easing is really the only way that's put your for it. If QE didn't exist, your retirement would probably, after Corona, been just obliterated. You're not getting it back for God knows how long. So quantitative easing, or the threat of using it, and basically if they know that the Fed's going to buy the stock market back up again, then you might as well, people are going to buy, right? So if you know the Fed's just going to print money and buy it up again, whether you like quantitative easing or not, that's the reality, right? What else we got here? I'm probably going to end this very soon. Just look at your comments. We have some videos, Bo, about earnings and stuff in our next level content. You can do spreads. There's so many different strategies. We have a lot of videos on it. We have 2 options courses on our website, and then we have our next level content that goes over all different ways to trade options, like lots of different ways. Foxy, have you taken our courses yet on options? Moses says, Trump is the master of market pumping. Say what you want. Whatever you feel about him, you can't deny that. Tommy, I'm not sure about SPY. Tomorrow is a very critical day. So right in here, this doesn't look good. If this was just a normal stock and you weren't looking at the stock market, this doesn't look so hot, right? You want to see a bullish kind of hold. But, this has happened, back over in here, right? So you had this. This looked terrible, and then it reversed and went up, back in March. And then you see... kind of in these areas right over in here, SPY, kind of look not so good, and then boom, you get the hammer going up. Kind of in these areas right here, it doesn't look so hot, boom, they bought it up, and then it came right back down. Doesn't look so hot, and boom, it reverses up. So this angular support, you can see, kind of going out to the future. We'll have to watch and see. This could trap the bears, and then the bulls can come in and push it back up. I don't know what it's going to do. Again, I kind of just gave you my logical thought process, but who knows? Maybe Trump's not in control of the Fed, and maybe they'll tank it before the election completely and surprise everybody. I don't know. I don't. We'll watch and see. You've watched a lot of my videos. Nice. Yeah, take our courses. We have a couple free courses on our website for options. You're thinking about joining our community. What kind of stocks do you prefer? Also, small caps and penny stocks or not? So we have several traders, like diverse traders in our community. I'm more of a large cap options guy, just like kind of, credit debit spreads. I do a lot behind the scenes too as well. So a lot of like just all the videos, the courses. We're kind of like the do-it-yourself community. So we do like all the stuff you see on our website. That's me and Dan and Angel kind of doing it all. So we're still doing a lot ourselves. So for me personally, I'm doing more kind of credit and debit spreads on larger cap stocks. So stuff like that you see over here. I'm not a penny stocks guy. I can teach you how to trade them. I just personally don't really do them myself. I'm just not a big fan of them myself. We have Andy in our community. He teaches that each day in our penny stocks room. So he teaches and goes over penny stocks. He really likes penny stocks. I'm more a fan of large caps with options. You're crossing your fingers for Daddy Powell. BK, dang, you late to the party? What's up? What's up, BK? Nice to have you back, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Remember, since the last time you see me, right? It'll go back up. Yes, we show this stuff, like Creed will show his trades when he's streaming. I'm actually going to be doing more myself. I'm so bad at being consistent, guys. I'm the worst. As BK was saying, nice to have you back. I'm always like, my attention span sucks. So my intention is to show you guys, like I said, I'm more doing spreads and stuff. So I'll probably do more live streams and stuff like that and showing you guys that. Rose, she teaches futures trades. So we have all diverse. It's not, some days we're teaching, some days we're trading in our rooms. We have 3 different rooms: futures room, regular room, and then penny stocks as well. You remember Tim's been killing with the swing alerts. Nice. Yep, Tim is awesome at doing the alerts. Yep. Absolutely, Moses. Give us a try. You could try us out for 14 days. Just try it out right over here on our website. You can just come up over here to Bullish Bears, hit subscribe. Try us out 14 days. If you like us, stick around. If you don't, you don't, So you can try us out and see if you like us. You got it, BK. That's my plan. I don't know how long I stick to it. I'm trying to slowly. I also been doing this, guys. The merchandise. This stuff took me, oh my God, hundreds of hours over the past year and past few months in specific. I've ordered thousands of dollars of merchandise and stuff that just it prints wrong. I don't like it. So I was focusing a lot of my time on this the past few months. So I want to be more consistent when I come back to you guys. So I'm not going to promise how long I'm going to be. I'm going to try and go consistent. Back in my sales days, I was never the consistent guy in the corporate America world. I'd have my good months and bad months. Dan was called Mr. Consistency in the sales world. We used to work together. I'm never Mr. Consistency, so I gotta practice being more consistent. So I do plan on streaming a lot more. I'm just going to don't get your hopes up. I can't promise you. I'm going to go slow. Try and go slow and steady, we'll say. Jake says, most of us that stream will discuss our trades. I try to discuss all mine, especially the losers. There's a lot to learn from losing trades. Faux show. All right, so am I done yet? All right, so looking at myself here, Lucian, you need to start walking a little bit more, cutting down the carbs. I've been eating just so much pizza and burgers and grinders. and French fries. I think I need to start looking at myself, adding in some salads, some more smoothies. Just tone up a little bit. It's not bad, though. In fairness, for a Rona bod, it ain't too bad. It ain't too bad, so I'll be a little bit positive. Yes, we do trade ideas scanner each day as well. Got to keep up with the dad bod. Yes. I actually I just got a new shirt that should be coming soon that says, it's not a dad bod, it's a father figure. Or, yeah, it's a father figure. You're a new member. What trading strategies are you using in the stocks trading room? We have three trade rooms. We have a regular trade room that's kind of diverse across the board, a penny stocks room, and a futures trading room. And welcome to the community. We love having you, so thank you for being a new member. Have I ever tried intermittent fasting? Is that like for several hours and stuff? I am starting to practice some more fasting. You're a little bit confused about all the gurus in the market and many others. All tell you to make $1 million a few times. I guess you are much more serious. Honestly, guys, that's where you don't see us like bragging, promoting, all that stuff. It's just trading's hard work. Remember, a lot of these companies, well, first of all, I'm sure many of the gurus have made millions trading themselves. But when you start a trading company, it's much easier to make millions as a trading company than it is as a trader. So obviously our community is a bit different because as you'll see, not really any of us are the focus, and there's several of us, and we don't charge an arm on the leg right now. So, we're not as large as many of the others. But it is what it is, guys, right? If you can make a few million as a trader, and you can take that knowledge and you make a trading company, and then you make millions of dollars as a trading company, why not, right? So that's why, those guys, But remember, there's something that's very important. If you're making a ton of money on pennies, again, depending what your trading style is, right? If you're a big name doing penny stocks, something you have to remember as a new trader, as a newbie, is that if you have a chat room that has hundreds or thousands of members behind it, so perfect example, if I buy a low float stock tomorrow morning, if we had 500 people following us, and after I buy that low float stock, 100 people bought in on it, or 200 people, it jacks up the price. So remember, when you're a chat room, some of them may intentionally pump and dump, and then some of them, it just might be a byproduct. So I could tell you, don't buy after me, but if I know you're still going to buy after me, I still get an earlier entry and an earlier exit. It's the game, guys, right? So whether you like it or not, there's a lot of people. That's why we don't do pumping and dumping of penny stocks. There are some that intentionally do it, and then others that don't. But remember, somebody that can make, $10, $15, $20,000 or $100,000 in a day trading penny stocks, it's easy to risk a lot of money on those trades if you're making millions of dollars a year on a membership. So meaning, if I was making $1 million a year personally at Bullish Bears off of memberships each year, if I had a $100,000 brokerage account, then it's not so hard to take a $5,000 or a $10,000 or $20,000 loss if I know I'm going to make $100,000, $200,000 or whatever in a month, right? You see what I'm saying? So if I'm not making that much, it's a lot, right? If you don't have that cushion of millions of dollars a year on the back end, it's a lot harder. Would you still risk it, right? So if I didn't have a trade, let's say I wasn't making $1 million a year as a trade, and I'm not. So I'm not making $1 million at Bullish Bears. But let's say I was, and then you take away my Bullish Bears membership where I'm making $1 million, and I only have my $100,000 brokerage account. Would I trade the same way without that cushion? Realistically, guys, that's not going to be the case. So it's the industry. Hey, God bless them. You know, if people become successful traders, you start a company, you make that money. Some people don't like that they do that, but that it is what it is, right? And but just remember, as a new trader, don't get caught up if somebody's making $10,000 days or $100,000 days. Remember, if you have a company making millions of dollars a year on the back end, it's a lot easier to take that kind of risk. And at the end of the day, you're not going to take that kind of risk. And we never tell people to take that kind of risk. You know what I mean? You got to be very careful on those low floaters, man. You could be up 10,000, you could be down $10,000 like that if you're not careful. That's why you have to learn the skill set, and that's what we teach in our community. We teach you the skills on how to learn to become a trader, whether it's you want to do penny stocks, options, futures, swing trading, all that stuff. Let me see here. Wow, you guys are lots of comments. Furu, LOL. I mean, guys, there's a lot of knowledge. I mean, it's you eat in a 4-hour window. How much? I mean, textbook pumping up. You're right. Could you please? I see a lot of questions about money and turning stuff into money. Guys, I'll just keep it this way. It is incredibly hard and difficult to become a full-time trader. It's incredibly hard. The odds are against you. Not saying you can't do it, but you're not remember, the people that are telling you or making it seem that it's so easy are ones that have trading companies. I'm not going to tell you that it's, you know what I mean? Can you make a few hundred, up to a few thousand a month trading? Absolutely. But to replace a 6-figure income on your job, full-time trading, incredibly difficult. The odds are completely stacked against you. And you need to have at least a good $100,000 plus in an account, in a brokerage account that you could use as leverage. So you got to have at least probably, if you want to make that type of income. If you're trying to replace a $20,000 or $30,000 a year income, okay, much more realistic. $50,000 to $100,000 to $200,000 a year income, much less realistic. The odds are against you. So that's where we teach you the skill sets to make, a few hundred to a few thousand. Could you make more? Absolutely. But you're going to be one of the exceptions, not the rule, and it's going to take a long time. It's just the reality of it. You know what I mean? But like I said, if you have $100,000+ brokerage account and you have a huge savings account, maybe you have somebody, it's not your only primary income, someone at home taking care of the other bills, and you can go for it. Sure. You know what I mean? But it ain't going to happen overnight. I just told you guys way too much, way too many of the secrets. All right, I got to start. I actually got to get changed. I got to head out. I'm going to go to a cookout or something. All right, hopefully this helped you guys. I'm about to peace out. Does this help you guys? Thank you, Foxy. Appreciate honesty and transparency. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. I don't personally trade in the pre-market, especially doing spreads. The market has to be open. Andy does penny stocks in the pre-market, so we have our penny stocks room. He does a lot of pre-market trading. You're welcome, Dylan. So check out our penny stocks room where he does. But again, you know what I mean? We're not the sexy trading community where we're not gonna it's not like, hey, buy this stock or whatever. We're teaching you the skill sets, and teaching you a skill set is not sexy. Putting in the effort to learn how to trade is not sexy, right? But at the same time, we're gonna, we're teaching you, we're telling you what it is. So if you're wanting to put in the hard work that it takes to become a trader, and you're wanting to watch and learn and interact with others and have a community to help and see different styles, and you're willing to put in, you know, that study time and the effort and the practice, that's who we are. If you're looking for us to tell you what stock to buy and get out of, and you want a chat room pumping service, that ain't us. You know what I mean? So, all right. So, bullish right here. We're going for bullish on Monday. Or tomorrow, Tuesday, and we want good old say hello to my riddle friend QE. We want QE. We're gonna knight QE and say go back up, market. We want you to go back up. So we want her to put the threat of using her and have her go back up in the market. Foxy says, teach a person how to fish, they eat for life. That's right. Cornell says, I like fish. All right, guys, you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you all later. Enjoy.